Hello everyone, it's Milmo here. I am back with the next 3 stages of March War number 3 Act 2. So this will be stages 5 to 7, keeping up with the same team, led there by the 4-star Rick, Days Gone By one. And then we just got him backed up with a whole lot of alerts, and that's Laurie, Eugene, Sophia and Rosita. Now, we've got Shane in here who, when it comes to zombies, I'm not really using him for his leader skill in regards to the zombies, just mainly another gunner there that's getting those headshots in. I like using ranged teams when you have the obstacles in there, just purely because it cuts down on the time where you've just seen in previous videos where I've had all melee teams, they get stuck behind the barriers and then I'm left with trying to, I guess, wait it out a few turns until they come out. Ranged players take that out of the equation, which I like a lot, and just purely because I don't have to wait those 2 turns every now and then. It just saves me a bit of time. Now, like I said in the previous act, I'm using this team just purely for this crit. Now, we've got Rick in there who gives a plus 12 crit, and I also use him because he has a small drop rate bonus. Not that I'm expecting anything good, it's just a little thing I like to pick up a bit of extra things. It's nothing better than sort of doing these stages and farming while you do them. It's sort of killing a bird with 2 stones. You're getting through the stages and getting through these acts to get these characters, but you're also getting a bit of extra materials and things like that with those small boost rates. Would be great if it was a medium, but I don't actually have a character that has medium drop rates, just a small. So that's why we're using him, just to sort of get a bit extra there with the drops. Now we'll move on to stage 6. I just saw stage 5 fairly easy, got through it with a few headshots. Sophia got touched up a bit and her tendency came into play and kept her alive, but other than that, the amount of headshots these guys are getting is absolutely fantastic. They've only got Rick there with the plus 12 crit, as I said, and then he rushes pretty nice with the plus 30 crit, which is really helping them. Though they're still getting a fair few headshots just off the crit of their weapons. They have the lowest weapon there is a plus 20 crit. The rest, Laurie's there is holding a plus 30, and I think the rest have pretty much plus 20 and 25 weapons. And so they're getting a good amount of headshots. You think Rick's leader skill, the plus 12 crit, is not an amazing amount. It's not a plus 24 or anything like that, but it's enough to get you through these stages, and it is enough crit to get those headshots in, and his rush absolutely makes up for that lack of, I guess, extra 12 crit some characters can give you. And as you see, wave 4 now, and still getting those headshots good. As per usual, if you are struggling with these stages, it's all about your crit. I see people make a lot of mistakes thinking that they have to bring in their strongest players to get through these stages with zombies. You don't have to bring in your strongest players. It's all about your crit count. So you need a good leader with some crit in there. Plus 24 is amazing. That gives you a really good stead straight away. But like I said, plus 12 Rick here is working out really well. And then it's just basically setting up your team to take advantage of that crit. Rick gives 12 crit to everyone, but some people it's only melee, it's only toughs. So just make sure you're setting up your team in accordance to that specific trait of that leader skill. Now, and it's the same with weapons. You're not looking for a defense or attack, you're looking for crit. It's something recently that I sort of noticed, that people tend to bring in their tier 3 players and then get destroyed because their crit count is lacking because they don't want to bring in an upgraded character. So don't worry about your upgraded characters when it comes to zombies. Definitely worry about your crit count, and if you always have those characters that have the rushes with crit, like Rick does here. You got people like Eric, Eugene, Sophia's is another one here. They have a good crit rush. Rick's plus 30, Sophia plus 30, Eugene's plus 15. So that's a good amount of crit. Of course, just remember with the crit rushes not to try and stack them up on each other. Use one at a time because they don't stack up at all. They will actually wipe each other out. And what I mean by that, if you haven't saw previous videos, is that crit doesn't stack. So if you use Rick's rush and then you use Eugene's, instead of being plus 30 crit, Eugene's rush then takes over, so it's plus 15 crit. So just be wary of that. But as always, if you are having any sort of difficulty with these stages, just leave a comment below. I'm happy to help out and try and give you some little tips here and there, and we'll see how we go. But that is the next 3 stages done. I will be back for the final stage and then the rest of Act 2 a bit later. Thanks for watching.